If white played within this sequence, yes, he could lead the game. But again, life, Baduk doesn't go as we planned. Here, white made pet fight. Pe and ko is the same. Pe is in Korean, ko is in Japanese term. Yes, with this pe, white could use the pre-made threat, and there is actually pet factory. Pet threat factory right there. But black wouldn't want to make these exchange because there is some potential trouble that he could aim for it. You will just see now, yes, there is another pair. Because of that, well, even white gained the thick influence right there, white could lose other part. See, now he cannot answer it because it's too big. So he has to take over this pair and finish it. But then the other part of white's shape became disaster. So just looking at the result of this pair fight, again, it would have been better white just step back this side and gain this part back, right? We did this trade, black could be happy. There, white tried to attack some potential trouble, tried to make some aji. Now he tried to make another pair fight from the corner. Again, yes, without this exchange he could break from the outside, but there is no choice but making pair. This is really nice. Pair threat. In the actual game, yes, white answered, but if white doesn't answer and try to close the pair, the upper part will be captured. This is too big. This wouldn't be satisfying for white. Therefore, white has to answer this pair threat. So he answered with making tiger's mouth, and black captured. There's, yes, good pair threats. Again, from black side exchange. Now, yes, white made this pair threat. If black wants to try to reverse the game's situation, I think he should answer it, but he just took over this pair, thinking maybe it's enough, but it wasn't. With this trade, whole board situation, white is leading the game. Black tried to gain the territory. It's one of the biggest part at the moment. If he doesn't protect this side, white will reduce the territory by making shoulder hit. And white also gained one of the biggest part, and he grabbed about 20 points at the center. And it's one of the biggest endgame move. If white blocks it, it's a 선수 because it's a threatening the whole group of black. Now it's white's turn. White could finish easily at this moment because white has more territory now. If we play like this and close the center and also answering the biggest part of endgame, then white could easily win this game. But somehow, white played a move that cannot be understood. Well, it might be just click miss, but if he was misreading this part of potential trouble, then yes, this is one of the losing points from white. Lucas could just win without making any ajis right there. But again, within this sequence, white could easily win. But in the actual game, he made this exchange, which was a huge losing point. And yep, since this was a 선수, he played that endgame move and went to the center. See, before he could close this center with the 선수, now it's gat대, 후수. gat대 and 후수 are the same meaning. Just 후수 is in Korean term, gat대 is Japanese term. So now it's black's turn. He played one of the biggest endgame. And yes, since black captures this was also big. Why need to close this part? When black made hane, white in the actual game, yes, played right move here. Answer responding here is proper. But if white tried to block it right away, then white can be in big trouble. See, there is weakness upper part. You always need to be careful when you respond the hane, 젖힘. Alright? So here, white answered with the proper move, and black played the biggest endgame, one of the biggest. If he didn't play, then white could make monkey jump, which will break a lot of big points of black's territory. There, this is a nice sequence that, yes, white could gain some points. But here, actually, white was too tempting to capture these 2 points. But here, actually, white was leading. He could finish if he played right sequence. At this moment, the biggest end game was not capturing these 2. He shouldn't make this capturing move, but white should have played here. This was the biggest. By itself, yes, 1 to 3 points, 3.5, and also 4 points if black takes over. It's a 선수. White need to connect. So 1, 2, 3, 4 선수 point equals times 2 is 8 point plus, yes, if black connects there, this blocking move is also 선수. If black plays somewhere else, white will attack. So black needs to reinforce this part if he wants to keep this part of territory. Otherwise, it will become dual life. Saki peak. And white could get this one of the biggest part as well. By this, white could win easily. But white somehow tempted, yeah, it was too tempting, but he shouldn't capture these 2. I guess the goodness of victory was following with black. Now black could get the biggest part, but surprisingly, still white was leading. if he was a bit more careful. White answered in the actual game just connecting move, but if he answered with this, black need to play there, and white could block this. And if he responded, well, he could make this exchange first, and then if he gained this part, he could win. Even though black captures, this part was the biggest. It's 1, 2, 3 points. But in the actual game, somehow white answered with this. Well, when you lose a game, sometimes when you review it, you couldn't even understand why you played there. It's just luck, I guess. But this also, yes, supports your level. But sometimes the game's result is on luck. And with this game, I think the victory of goddess of victory, was with Ali, with the black's player. So even till the end game, now white has no chance, but even till up to this part, white still had a chance to win. If he played the proper move, he could win by 1.5 point. But at the result, black won by 1.5 point. So congratulations for Ali Javarin, who became the first European Pro qualification player. So congratulations to Ali Javarin, who became the second in the first European Pro qualification test. Anyway, congratulations to Ali Javarin, who became the second European professional player. And I'm really sorry for Lukas. He could win many times. Within, several times of missing the mistake, let Ali had a chance. Several times actually Lukas had a chance, but unfortunately he couldn't really grab that. So in the beginning, it was kind of good for blacks, but later, by just making one mistake right there, the connecting move of black, that all the game actually reversed the situation. So white was good after all the part of the end game, but he missed several chances to end the game. So once you had a chance, once you see the chance, you should finish it. If you miss that chances, then yes, unfortunately, the result is not good for you. Hope you enjoyed this game review, and I will see you with the next time. Thank you. Bye.